Hello, and welcome back to another episode of UnorthoBlocks. This is episode 68, and the last episode we were at our base, building ourselves a tower and some cliffs, and we're starting off at the HQ today because, as I mentioned a few episodes ago now, things are somewhat escalating in the city, and since then, this thing has moved. If you notice the design, this was near outside our HQ, and it's moved to here, and they've got a board here as well. Profit Protection Force, here to keep the peace and help maintain your profits. If you know of any protesters or members of the ACAC, not 100% sure who they are, League, please report them anonymously below. One thing I did notice, we can't open these chests, so we can't report anything. Unless we can throw something in that hopper, maybe? Oh, no. What about that? No. And we put it in there. Alright. But yeah, so we need to deal with that. So hopefully the first half of this episode we can get something done about that and also finish off our tower as well. So the plan is to build ourselves sort of like a secret bunker so that we can plan our next moves, and also we can hire our security, or more security shall I say, because we also need to do something about this bridge as well. So I think actually I'm going to start on the bridge first because that's not going to take too long. This bridge just doesn't suit the area at all. So I need to think about how I can do that. I was thinking of maybe doing some redstone, but because this is here, I don't think we're going to have enough clearance for that kind of thing. So I think I'm just going to have to use concrete and stuff like that instead. Hopefully we can do something that's better than this, because yeah, I'm not particularly liking this bridge, to be fair. The one on the other side isn't too bad. This one isn't as, thinking about it, it kind of is, isn't it? I think we need to do something about this one, but I've been saying that. I mean, doesn't look too bad. No, it does. I can't fool myself. But anyway, this is the main bridge for now. So let's see if we can figure something out for this one. Alright, and we're back. So this is what I've come up with on short notice. It fits the build, and yeah, it's not as grand as you guys thought it would be, is it? But it's a bridge. I mean, yeah. What more can you say? It gets you across the water without swimming. And we've still got our security over here as well, so all's good on that one. And yeah, so this brings us out to this cliff, and then I need to make an entrance to basically go up here through the house, or even some kind of slime launcher that actually gets you onto the roof instead over here. But as you guys know, redstone and water don't really mix, so that might not really work, to be fair with you guys. So I think I'm going to leave it like this, and yeah, finalize on this, to be fair. So stage 2 of our plan is to actually get some beacons. So I've got some beacons here. We need 4 just to get the full effect, and I've got iron somewhere. Is it in here? No, it's in one of these shulker boxes. There it is. Awesome. So this should be enough iron And I've marked out a spot for it as well. It's going to go here, and I've dug this down as well. So yeah, let's set this beacon up. We got the beacons going now, and we've got all 5 effects: speed, strength, resistance, regen, and haste. So now the next thing to do is to dig ourselves out a fairly big area. It doesn't need to be too big, but it needs to be big enough so we can do what we need to do with it. So what we need is an area for training our security, an area for keeping count on our costs for this build, and also, let's say, for the security costs as well, because we've got to pay the guys, they've got to eat as well. So yeah, and also there's probably other things that we need to pay for as well. So we need to keep a ledger of that, we need a training ground, and we can have a testing ground as well. So that's 3 things at least, off the top of my head, but I'm sure we can fit a lot more in there. So let's start digging out a fairly big area. So now we have a hole. Yeah, so I wasn't quite sure how big to actually dig out, because I am aware that there might be a few other things underground in the city. So I'm going to make this quite small to begin with, and then eventually I'll get my camera account on and check to see if there is anything in the way so we can expand. So we can at least get something sorted out in this room today, if nothing else. I've got all the materials for it upstairs, or at least I think I've got enough resources for this, so we should be enough for now. We should be good for now even, so let's grab these, bring them downstairs, and get building this. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for what comes before you, because I've been quite busy since the last clip. So this time I actually have an entrance for this place, which is cool. We built this bridge earlier on, and I'm actually quite liking this bridge now. So this is the entrance for our place. Yeah, it's a bit close here, so I might need to move that at some point, but we go down here and we enter this place. So I haven't really done much apart from the decoration. Like, we've got some really cool lights here, and we've got some sectioned off areas which are just like placeholders and stuff like that until we figure out what to actually put there. And then we've got a lot more room here. This is just a fake door because the beacon's behind there, and I don't really want to move it, so we can't really do anything on this side, but we can use the other sides at least. And that's not all, we have some redstone in here as well. So if we hit any of these note blocks, a door opens up here, so we can do something in here, maybe have a vault or something like that. Yeah, we've got an EFO door here, which is awesome. And then we've got a way out here via this button. And then here, any of these note blocks or the buttons here will open this door. And here at the moment I've just got a load of shulker boxes and chests full of junk, because we've actually needed to renovate this place a bit more. Also the amount of stone I've got as well from digging this place out. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing since then. It's coming along pretty nicely if you ask me, and I'm liking the theme of this as well. So yeah, so if you guys have any ideas on what we can put down here, then put it in the comments below, because I've got a few ideas, but I'm gonna think on it a bit for now. And yeah, of course we need to make the entrance a bit better than it is, because I'm sure someone's gonna figure it out eventually. Although it's not too bad, at least. I mean, the road is here, so if we were just like walking along, you wouldn't really notice it. It's only if you were actually looking for it, and even then, I think we might be okay for now. We shall see. And also we've got a black and yellow beacon as well, fitting the colour theme of our base down there. So I'm really liking how this is going. But for now, I think I'm done with this project. And we should probably go back to our base and finish off our tower. We are here back at our tower, and I've been doing a bit of work since the last clip, and I've come across this cool design here. So I thought the walls were a bit plain, so I was thinking what kind of material I could use instead of just the prismarine, and I've come across this cool texture here, which is the warped wood. So this is what I've done so far, and I actually quite like this, surprisingly enough. It actually suits really quite well. So I think I'm going to do this kind of design going up as well. Yeah, and that was just an accidental fungus that I grew, so I'll get rid of that at some point. But yeah, I really quite like this, and we've got the stripped variant as well here and there, but mostly just the warped wood. So I think we could do this, and this could look pretty cool once we've got all the somewhat detail going all the way upwards, and then we could do something else possibly as well. But yeah, so let's get this done and see how that looks. So progress update, and I think I'm almost there with detailing the outside of this building, and this is what I've come up with, and I'm actually really proud of this. It doesn't look like much, it does look quite simple, but that's what I was going for anyway, kind of like a modern simple build with quartz instead of concrete. And we've also got the warped wood detailed here with the stairs, as I did over there a lot, and I really like how this has turned out. I'm also really happy how this bottom bit's turned out as well. This has really taken me by surprise, to be fair. So yeah, I'm really proud of this build. We've still got a lot more to do. I do plan on building a globe on the top of here as well, and we've got a bit more detailing to do, but we're getting there. So from a distance, this build actually looks really cool. I'm really happy at this. So one thing we do need to do though is add some windows and a proper entrance for this as well, because it's quite dark here and I'm missing a block as well, but there's no light on the inside. I also might need to actually segment the floors as well and figure out a way to get up and down them. So there's still a lot to do on the inside, but in all fairness, I haven't done much on the inside on that tower either. So yeah, the only tower I've actually done some of the inside on is the desert tower. So I need to get jogging on that one really, don't I? I think I've got a good idea for the windows. Probably just use something similar to them windows over there. And sleep as well. And now we have some windows. Well, at least on the bottom layer. So they're not detailed on the inside because not 100% sure what to do on the inside yet, but the outside is relatively detailed at least, and I'm actually quite liking the style of this build. So on the top layers with the windows, if we just get ourselves up there, let's ender pearl up there. Yep, awesome. So on this layer, I think what I'm going to do is, do I have any scaffolding? Let's just grab some. So on this layer, if we just scaffold in the middle here, we can get rid of this up to about there, I think. Yeah, there. And let's grab ourselves some panes and basically just add some glass like this. I think that will go really nicely. Yeah. Like that, and I think we can fill that in there and on the other side, and we just fly away. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And if we just add something on the bottom quickly, let's grab them as well. Let's add some stairs on the bottom as well, like this, and grab them. What? You can't grab them through glass? Okay, fair enough. But yeah, so that should look pretty good. And yeah, that looks pretty good actually. So we'll do that around the outside on this layer. I think we might need to think about doing something on this layer as well actually. But I'll come to that when I've done this first, I think. I've been working on this for a good few hours now, and this is what we've come up with so far. So I've got the windows in on all of these 3 platforms. Well, there's no windows on here, but there are windows on these 2 platforms. And yeah, I've decided to add some gold as well to add into what we've got down here. I'm not sure if I showed you or not in the last clip, but yeah. So I'm really happy how this is turned out, and it's similar to what I've done over there as well. So it's working out pretty well. And this is what it looks like from the ground so far. There is a lot more terraforming to do, but hopefully we can get that done in the next few episodes, because I'm hoping to actually get the settlement done soon as well. But that's to be seen, I guess. But this is looking really cool so far. So the only thing we've got to do is the top there and put a globe on it as well. So we're gonna have to do that in the next episode, because unfortunately I'm out of time for this episode. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. We got a lot done at our base, and actually almost finished a tower now. And we've also done some work back at the city as well, which is getting along pretty nicely. So if you guys, as I say at the beginning, if you guys have any ideas on what we can do down there, then put them in the comments, and also here as well. I'd like to see your input around here as well. So with that, thank you very much for watching. My name is Mighty High. If you like this video, then please click the like button. And if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been Mighty Eye, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.